Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mystery Kitchen. And today we're going to be reviewing Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, the new movie coming out in 2022. Okay, let's get started, and don't forget you can click that like and subscribe button at the bottom of the screen, please. Thank you, and let's begin.
Real Hollywood
Oh
story.
cool, they're sounding like that.
Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, the show that defined the generation and turned two
It did.
unknown chipmunks into international superstars.
Superstars is right.
Success took Chip 'n Dale to new heights.
To many more seasons of the Rescue Rangers. We were living the dream, dancing the Roger Rabbit with Roger Rabbit.
Wow, Roger Rabbit, cool. Ooh, the pigs.
No one ever imagined it could all come crashing down.
Crashing down. 30 years later, wow.
Vanity.
You look different. Hey, it's no secret I had the CGI surgery.
CGI surgery.
Consumed by temptation. A lot of the cheese got the best of me. I just love it so much.
More please. More please.
Is it possible that two living legends are destined to reunite?
I'm thinking reboot. Nobody wants a reboot.
That's true.
It's the Rescue Rangers!
If you need a disguise or something, grab the first thing you can.
Indiana Jones?
What?
Yeah. Oh, is this? The sewer. Scrooge McDuck.
Rangers 2.0.
Aladdin. My Little Pony. And Jurassic Park. Oh, wow.
This place looks weird.
Remember that animation style where everything looked real but nothing looked right?
Who are you?
Are you talking to us?
Obviously.
But it
Oh,
looks like
that's,
you're talking to that window.
It actually looks like I'm looking right at you.
Seth Green.
Looking right at your eyes.
Not Seth Green, Seth Rogen. Okay. So, let's review this. Okay, that was, different, I will say that. But, well, I can tell right away that they had a lot of big celebrities in that movie, and a lot of voice actors. J.K. Simmons, it looks like, is in here, but I didn't see him in the trailer, so I don't know. Is he playing somebody else, or is he playing himself as cameo? Don't really know. I know that John McClenney is playing the voice of Chip, and Andy Samberg is playing Dale. I know that. And while they're great voice actors and great actors, I would have wished that they would have kept with the original voice actors. Cody Burton played Dale's voice as well as Zipper. And he's playing Zipper in this movie, it looks like, from the research I came across. And John McClane, who's playing Mulani, who is playing Chip. Chip was originally voiced by Tessa McNeely, who is also voicing Gadget, as far as I can tell, from this movie. Which, again, like I said, I really wish they would have kept the original voice actors. The character of Monterey Jack, who I loved as a kid, he was always so funny. I loved the character of a mouse named after a kind of cheese, who was obsessed with cheese. But it's being voiced by Erica Benny, which is, again, an amazing actor, but Jim Cummings is a legend when it comes to voice acting, and I really wish they just would have left him in the movie as the voice of Monterey Jack. He was such an amazing voice actor. He's done a bunch of things. He did Donald Duck. He's voiced Winnie the Pooh, Tigger. He's voiced also Goofy in a Goofy movie. He's done a lot of voice acting, and it's just a shame that they didn't want it. They subjected everyone to the norm and went with celebrity voice actors when they had such an amazing cast in the original, who is all still alive as well. I can understand recasting a voice actor when somebody passes away, but the original cast voice actors are all still alive. So I really wish that they would have just left the original voice actors. It's when you're talking about nostalgia for kids. I grew up watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So did my husband. We loved that show as kids. But for us, we would have rather, like the other things in the show, in the movie here, the little tidbits about Magnum PI, which is what Dale was wearing, the shirt. That shirt's from Magnum PI. It's what an old detective show that's very much like Murder, She Wrote, but it takes place in Hawaii with this guy who's a private detective who saves people. I get that reference because I grew up watching that show. The same thing with Indiana Jones, which is what Chip was wearing. That's a very Indiana Jones inspired thing. And yes, they showed him running through a display area with a shopping center with Indiana Jones outfits, which is fine. I mean, at least they gave the people and the kids for nowadays a little reference so they get where that's coming from. But kids aren't going to get that reference if the other references in here. They're not going to get the Star Wars, Star Trek reference with the lasers. They're not going to get the reference to Scrooge in that vat of money. Not necessarily. That's not from like the shows that they came out with now, the reboots and everything. They might get the little references to the My Little Ponies and Aladdin on the Magic Carpet we saw from behind there flying. That was cool. Roger Rabbit, that was amazing to see him in there, because I know he's not really Disney. He's in that borderline between Disney and another movie franchise production company, which I can't for the life of me think of that production company's name right now. But I know he's in that gray area, so it was really cool to see him in there along with them. Like I said, the My Little Ponies. We had that little scene with the cats fighting in the alleyway from the movie Cats that just came out 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. Moving into so well with the live CGI cats looking like real people with the faces. It just, and that brings me to what Chip said in there with that whole time period in which the CGI looked not right. I'm a kid from the 80s. I was born in 85. So I grew up within the good graphics of stuff. We don't need comic book movies and animations to look 3D. We understand that they're 2D. And it's fine. We don't need them to look like us. We watch these shows to get away from our lives half the time. So as much as the nostalgia that they try to show people, and the fact that this is taking place on, it looks like Disney Plus. Yeah, Disney Plus. Which is, again, an amazing thing. It shows a bunch of old classic movies and Disney movies and Disney Plus shows and original stuff and all that stuff. But the kids that grew up watching the show that are going to get these references and other references to stuff that took place in the 80s and 90s are going to be adults like me. They're not going to be the kids from the 2000s and younger who are going to be sitting down and watching the show on Disney Plus and this movie on Disney Plus. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and I really hope they do an amazing job and they bring back my childhood. I just hope that there are some more funny stuff in here, because besides the gag with the CGI surgery that Dale undertakes, which is a cool way for them to get in the CGI animation without actually just taking them and going, okay, you guys, we're going to take this movie's going to take place in the real world, so we're just going to plop you out and toss you into Los Angeles or Hollywood or anything like that. You're going to go through a portal or whatever, like they did with the old movie back in the 80s called He-Man and Masters of the Universe. They had a beautiful place that they could have done that to, and they took them out through a portal and stuck them in here because it was a cartoon and they wanted to bring it to the real world. I like that they just take place. It's just, they're cartoons. They live in the real world like this. It's normal. It's they don't explain anything. It's just how it is. I like that. But again, like they always said, like Chip said in the trailer as well, nobody likes a reboot. Reboots are being done way too much now, just so they can get, just so they can just so they can bring in fans from old shows, and that's fine as long as the reboots are done in a sense of the way to make that the traditional show its justice. I'm fine with it. I just don't like when they do a reboot to reboot it just because they need an idea and they want to bring it back because it's like the 30th anniversary or the 60th anniversary or whatever. As long as they have a reason to bring it back and it's done right, then go at it. Okay guys, this has been Mystery Kitchen, and I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And who knows what we're going to be doing next time. This is Mystery Kitchen, and it's even a mystery to me